Are you curious about investing and trading in digital assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, eh, Cardano, or Solano? Are you curious about any of those? Well, I'm going to share with you how you can navigate this market all on your own. It's been my experience. I started in crypto back in like 2017. I had a client that introduced me to it. And there's a lot going on if you haven't been following the news, but we are actually, a lot of the experts feel like we are still early because a lot of the major governments haven't got on board yet. There hasn't been a lot of official policy yet. So we're really, now's a good time for a lot of, if it's something you're curious about, at least to look at, right? I'm a part, and I have personally done a lot of research on YouTube. So that is a great source of information. But one thing to consider, though, what I found, almost all the YouTubers have their own private, like a Discord, their own private Discord. Okay, we're gonna say so much here, but then we'll give you the good stuff in the Discord if you'll pay this much or that much. Well, it's actually, I mean, I've streamed all through YouTube, so you can see almost all of them have their own private Discord or their own private group, right? Well, what's different about the IOVIA Academy class is that we have an easy 1, 2, 3 system, but we don't just have one teacher. We have over 60 different educators that you have access to. We all have access to. And they can help you build a portfolio. They can help you learn how to navigate this market. The 1, 2, 3 system is one, we have pre-recorded courses. You see right here on the screen, we have 100 minutes of just that get you caught up in the lingo of what's going on in the market. That way you can, certain words make sense because, every certain part of the world has their own lingo, whether it's computers or fitness or medical. And finance, stocks, and crypto have their own certain lingo. So we have 100 minutes of pre-recorded information that's going to get you in-depth exploration of both stock and crypto. It's going to get you caught up on what's going on. So that's from there, and you can review it. I'm a person that likes to do repetition, so I'm going through it over and over still because I'm learning. It's just there's a lot to learn. By the time they actually recommend if you decide to get into something like this, give yourself a year or two because it's going to take that long to really feel like have your feet about you and how you feel comfortable, right? But this gets you started. This gets you grounded right in the right place. That it's gets you started off right from start. So you're not going through months of just getting information here and there. We put it all in one little box and give you the best 100 minutes right away. That's going to get you caught up in depth on both stocks and crypto, right? So now the next thing we do is we have Go Live. This is fascinating. And this is what really separates us too from other academies is the Go Live. We have 4 different Go Live categories: foreign exchange, stocks and crypto, digital marketing, e-commerce, personal development. I love them all. But right now, I'm really heavily focused more on the stocks and crypto because I'm building out my portfolio. But what's your interest? But that's so I'm just going to show you. They all have their own teachers. I'm going to show you how we access the academy. It just takes you right in there. These are our top 5 educators that have the most viewed educators. So one of my favorites is Curtis Cobain. So if you were in the academy, you would have access to all of these teachers plus more. These are just the most viewed, right? Not all of them. There's about 60 plus, right? But Kurt, right here on the left here, Kurt, every Monday has a class called Portfolio Watch. And he has really assisted me and many others to build out a portfolio, right? So not just buying one thing. He teaches you how to break up your category, your portfolio into 3 different parts and pick, certain cryptos for different parts. And it's very strategic. And then after a while, you just get real comfortable after you kind of build your confidence based on Curtis's confidence. Curtis is confident in a project like, say, Ethereum, which is the #2 project right now. But just hearing his confidence and hearing his stories about certain projects just really builds your confidence. Builds my confidence, builds our confidence, that I can say, okay, I'm going to build more into this project, because, I'm learning. You start to hear from Curtis. Then you hear something from, say, Patrick. Patrick is another one right here. Patrick Kinney. He talks about all kind of things in the market, and just you pick up things here and there, and sometimes you hear the same thing from two different teachers, and it just starts to really resonate. So that's one thing to consider. So we have over 6. So we have pre-recorded courses, get you caught up, live mentorship with over 60 plus different educators. And then number 3 is we have strategies. Strategies right here. We have over, about 20 different strategies. Now, to help us navigate the market, I'm just going to show you one. I'm going to log on fresh. I do have saved charts, but I'm going to log on fresh, and this is how you would log on. So you click the strategy you want. I'm logging on the levels. If you are in the system and using levels, you just launch the strategy like that. All right. And here we get launched. I'm going to click this little button over here, so it pulls out this menu over here on the side. I'm going to click the B because I want the crypto market. You can look at the foreign exchange market. You can look at commodities, gold. Look at this, gold and silver. This is gold and silver is one that I also track. We can talk about that later, but it looks like it's in a, yeah. So you have the levels, kind of gives you like this blue level here. I'm not going to get stuck on gold. We're going to talk about something else, but this shows you how you can pull up anything. You can pull up anything. Indices, like the dollar index. This is also something a lot of people pay a lot of attention to. Looks like we just broken through this weekly resistance. I'm not going to stay with the dollar index, but the dollar index is the US dollar. But when you learn what's going on with the dollar index, it can help you make decisions, other things to make decisions with, right? But let's get back to crypto. That's what we're really focusing on. And I'm going to go to my save charts. So I feel like there are basically 3. That's our next target, I believe. But I feel like there are basically 3 types of trading when it comes to the crypto market. And you correct me if you think there's more, but I think generally there's 3. Position trading, that's buying for the long term. So you're buying it, you're putting it on a like a cold wallet, and you're holding it for, for me, it would mean like 10, 20 years. For me, that's a position trade. I'm holding it for 20 years. I'm 56 when I'm 76. That's a position trade. I'm buying. That's what I'm doing. So that's one thing I'm doing is I'm buying Bitcoin today. Now, I don't mean today, but I mean this week, next week, every week, even at these prices. And the goal is to hold it for 20 years. Right. That's position trade. There's a lot of potential. I don't want to get into discussing speculative long-term. No, it's really hard to predict. But some people have made predictions. But there's all kind of things. But this is our next target right here, I believe, right here in the 107 to 119 range. I feel like that's where we're eventually headed next. I don't know when it's going to be, but I'm grateful that it has pulled back. We almost broke 100, and I thought we're going to zoom up. For the people that are position traders that are buying for the long term, we're happy when we get a pullback, because that just means we can buy it at a little less pressure. I mean, just the other day it was almost 100,000. Now it's at 91,000, 91.5. So for a position trader, a person that's buying for the long term, that's great. Yes, it's coming down some. So this is Bitcoin on the position time frame. Now, today is Tuesday, and we're scalp trading. We can look for zones to scalp trade. We can move, we can trade the little ins and outs. And pardon me for these messy charts. I'm going to zoom out here. Let's see here. I'm going to really, let's see here. I'm going to clean up these charts just a little bit. Let's see here. Oh, so all these things are zones. So I'm just going to zoom in because this is for we are talking about scalp. So let's see what happens on the 15-minute. Not much. Okay. 1 hour. So yeah, I don't like the look of that. I'm not doing any scalp trading at the moment. But looking at it on the 4-hour time frame, if you don't mind, if you can look through the mess, this was a major level right here. And looks like we're, maybe we're breaking through it. We have broken through it, but will we close? That's the thing. So we'll see. We'll see. But I'm not interested in a scalp trade right now. Personally, I'm more into the buying for the long term at the moment, but I am going to be scalp trading. But this market is a little rough right now because there's a lot of pressure going up because there's a lot of excitement about the price of Bitcoin, but at the time it's coming down. So it's a good time to accumulate for long-term buyers. That's just me. You do you. It's not financial advice. All right. So now let's see what else we can look at. Let's look at Ethereum on the position trade. Because now what I'm looking at are things that I'm considering buying in the now, buying and hold position trading, right? So Ethereum looks like it's at 3,300. I'd rather it come down to our blue levels of support, but it may never. But we don't know that. So every week, I'm just going to continue to add to I'm going to keep buying every week. Regardless, price goes up, price goes down. That's been my strategy in the past. I like that strategy. It's not financial advice. That's Ethereum. Let's look at Chainlink. I'm excited about this one a lot. I recently just made a nice size move for me in this range. But so I feel like in the long term, there's a lot of support use for Chainlink. And I feel like it's going to go above what's previous high of about 50. And right now it's about 17. So I'm loading up. I'm unlocking the back of the truck and getting as much Chainlink as possible. I have a goal for a certain amount of Chainlink that I want to get by the end of this year. And I'm chipping it off. So I'd rather the price stay low and then boom after. That's the problem. We never know when it's going to boom. Sometimes when it booms, we don't want to chase it. That's the thing. So, but the dollar cost average method, you don't think about it. That's the position trading. I'm dollar cost averaging. But if I'm swing trading or scalp trading, I am looking for the lows and the highs of the market. The swing traders were looking for like every 4 hours or so. Or every 4 days or so, or every week or 10 days, in and out, watching the big moves, right? Weekly support. Watching weekly supports right here. That's the swing trade. The scalp trade is more, 15-minute, 1 hour chart, day trade, right? So the position, what I feel most of us are in for the long term or buying, setting up our portfolios. That's position trade. So this is Link. Love Link, all about Link. And I'm a buyer at this price, not financial advice. Let's see Link, and then let's look at 2 more, and then we're going to wrap it up. This is Cardano is under $1, which is good under $1 because it's projected to go to $3 or so, not financial advice. But yeah, I'd love to buy a daily resistance. So I'm going to dollar cost average at this level. And if it does go back down to say 60, which I really don't think it will, but if it does, then I'll buy more because it's a resistance level and it's a good place to get it. But you can't really speculate too much. That's why every week I like the dollar cost average myself. Not financial advice, but this is the one. I'm a buyer at this price, not financial advice. So I'm going to save. And last but not least, let's look at Solana on the position trade. Let's see here. 1 hour. Okay, yeah, we get good. We're getting on the way down now. That's good. This is what we want. This is good. Getting close to that daily support. So this is daily support right here. Yeah, see, we just had a nice hit. See how it hit right here? It tapped. See that pin right there? How it pinned right there? Can you see that? That's a good time to buy. So if you'd have bought right there, you'd be up in profit already. But that's like swing or scalp trading, and that's not for everybody. But buying for the long term, I'm grateful that the price is $230 right now, $230. It's speculated that it could go over $500 and above. So there's a lot of use. There's a lot of people using this particular project. So I'm a buyer at this price, not financial advice. So let's wrap it up. Leave us with the Bitcoin on the position. This is the one to watch right here. This is where all the action is centered around this particular asset right here. If you look on the screen, I did this chart analysis based on a pattern. It's called a cup and handle pattern. So if you look right here, this is over 3 years. This is 4 years. This is 4 years of chart on Bitcoin. This is a large from 2021 to 2024, we had a large down cup action. We had a large down for a year and a half and then up for a year and a half. And then we had a handle, this handle right here for about 6 months. This is about 6-7 months of just choppy downward action. That was the handle. Now, based on that, we measure the distance of the cup and we copy that and we bring it over here from our support, and that's our next target. So we're currently at 91,000, 92,000. Our next target is between 109,000 to 119,000 range. So we'll see. We're watching it. My goal is to come at you and do a daily market every day, but I'm trying to find the same time every day, and I just haven't found the right every time. But click the bell for notifications. If you're curious about this kind of stuff, I'm going to be bringing as much as I can for you. And remember, if you're interested in learning about the Academy, it's a 1, 2, 3 easy to learn system, pre-recorded courses, live mentorship, and we have AI-driven strategies that like levels that helps us navigate the market. Reach out to me, send me a message, give me a text, we can connect, or just I'll see you on the next video. I appreciate it. Remember, health is wealth, cash flow is king, cash is queen, and credit is freedom. Think about it. I'll see you next time.